Alright, this is how cool Gambit is, aka Remy LeBeau, aka, if you don't know Gambit, he's like one of the coolest X-Men characters. Gambit was created by Chris Claremont and one of my all-time favorite artists, Jim Lee. Alright, Gambit made his appearance in the Uncanny X-Men issue number 266, but some people argue that he actually made his first appearance in the Uncanny X-Men Annual number 14, which actually came out a few weeks earlier. The story was after issue number 266 came out, if that makes sense. Gambit is most known for being in the X-Men, but he also has affiliations to the X-Factor, Marauders, the Horsemen of Apocalypse, and the Thieves Guild. Before joining the X-Men, he was actually a part of the Thieves Guild, which actually led a lot of the X-Men members to not trust him when he first joined the X-Men. So Gambit was portrayed as a ladies' man, but he had an on and off relationship with Rogue that developed through the comic book, and it actually showed lots of vulnerable sides of Gambit when dealing with her. So Gambit appeared in the most recent movie of Deadpool, and he was played by Channing Tatum. Personally, it just didn't feel like the Gambit that I grew up knowing reading the comic books. Shout out to Channing Tatum. He portrayed Gambit pretty well for what it was in Deadpool, but if we were to get an actual Gambit movie or a really good X-Men, I would hope for them to have a more rugged portrayal of Gambit. Based on his history and his overall personality, a more rugged character would fit him better. There are rumors that Gambit will be appearing in the Avengers Doomsday movie, so stay tuned for that. In the 1990s, Gambit quickly became one of the fan favorites, often getting compared to Wolverine due to his rebellious nature, his rugged personality, the fact that he smoked, was a ladies' man. He just had a bad boy personality that attracted people. Fans often argue that he gets portrayed too much as a darker character when in fact he's actually goofy and playful. For example, when he throws cards and he might wink, or some of the self-dialogue he has with himself that contains jokes. So in the early 2000s, Marvel's new editor-in-chief, Joe Quesada, actually mandated that all Marvel characters were to no longer smoke, which took away a lot of Gambit's bad boy personality, and they actually wrote him to be more of a team player. Gambit is a mutant that has the ability to take potential energy stored in inanimate objects and actually turn it into kinetic energy. His weapon of choice is the playing cards. He'll fill them with kinetic energies, throw them, and they'll have an explosive impact. He also has incredible combat skills and uses a staff bow as one of his weapons, and not a lot of people know because it's not really at surface level, but he actually has the ability to have premonitions of danger. In 2011, IGN ranked Gambit as number 65 of their top 100 favorite comic book characters. And that's why Gambit is one of my favorite characters. So let's go ahead and actually take a look at some of the clips that we've seen of him over the past few decades.
There's our dude. Are you Remy LeBeau? Now, Bub, you listen to me.
I'll take these.
You must like to play cards.
I like solitaire, okay? Unless I got someone to play with. Where you going, Petit?
Anywhere but here.
Look out!
Damn it! What do you think you're doing?
He better be more careful with his mouth.
That's not funny. Or do you want to end up in a coma?
You can drain my energy anytime, Chef.
Gambit!
I ain't know my daddy, but I'm sure I shot out of his dick ready.
Bonsoir, mes amis. Now kindly follow me.